firing them in. And we have a change in the commentary box. Let's say good afternoon to John Parrott and Dennis Taylor.
Good afternoon, Jason. Good afternoon, everyone. From two extremely good long potters. But I think it's quite understandable that there's a
championship. He's lost the three of them. And, you know, he's had Judd Trump, Mark Selby and Mark Williams all play unbelievable.
Yes, I think John, when he lost a couple of those World Championship finals, he...
Trio over Dave Gilbert's is just as impressive, because when you've had a peak performance, and that certainly was from John Higgins in the quarter-final, it's very difficult to go to work again the next day.
The middle pocket prevented that from happening, but it's still pretty good.
One.
Yang Bingtao was at just about. And the kiss is not all that bad.
Four.
Yeah, that was awkward queuing there, and he was on a bit of a tester.
Along the top, because he knows how important they are, and that's what you get when you practice. You knock them in like that.
8 frames to be played in this afternoon session.
20.
Good recovery. Where's the red? It's okay.
$27.
He's let it run a little
33.
bit further than in.
$41.
But this is a bit more like.
$47.
He's continuing.
55.
And not far away from.
It's more like it, isn't it? And you mentioned that quarter final tonight against
63.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. I can say to all snooker fans, if you've outstanding form, definitely well worth a watch.
71.
We've had 28 centuries
79.
in this year's Betfred Masters.
$85.
For the final.
$91.
Yeah, he hasn't hit it quite hard enough. John Higgins is pretty good at doubles, but that was a double
John
too
Higgins,
far.
98
But
on the front.
what a way. Well, the reds are more or less come back into the pyramid there. He's got the snooker, but yeah, the shot you were talking about, John.
Yeah, it's not really a great time to have your lowest percentage of long potting in the final. When
Oh, is that red going to come far enough?
One.
Positive playing the stun shot. That's a very positive green.
5.
And now in prime position.
started this final
30.
so well with bricks. Good time now to knock in a sizable contribution.
21.
Yeah, knocked the red sideways as opposed to bringing it back. So
That's what can happen. He's not going to fluke it, surely. Close, but
1. Five.
oh, I'll tell you what, he almost missed that, and that's why he's lost the cue ball. No. So he's away
Well,
looking up
Higgins,
to
12.
the heavens there. Good length of the cue ball this time. Oh, that was close. But he knew he was always going to leave something for.
it's not happening.
Yeah, that's better. He nearly went in off though,
1.
which would have been. And he knows the importance. They're all important frames, but
6.
and that's another
Oh.
characteristic.
Love to leave a little half ball
70.
angle there to have played the cannon up.
Decided to play for the loose one, but that's a little bit too much pace.
John's had in this frame. He's only 8 points in front. And
John
an
Higgins.
This is very good from Jan Bingtao. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a cracking pot there.
1.
Just get the impression, Dennis, watching this, if he just
Oh, I'll tell you what, John, that brown, he was straight on the blue.
6.
The brown he took on. So it wasn't, he had to cannon it. It's available now, though. And I think the
14.
one next to the pink.
easier said than done, of course. It's not a gimme,
20.
but it's giving them this chance to go 4-2 ahead. It has to be said.
28.
Yeah, that'll make sure that. And that just shows you that he's growing in confidence.
37.
So he's knocked a cracking brown in to keep the. Doesn't matter about the green.
John Higgins,
Yeah,
37.
Just got to, just try and concentrate as hard as you can. Simple as that.
Jan has to keep up the pressure on John Higgins, but it's John who has the lead.
So far.
Wait for something easier. It's difficult to say that to somebody at 20 years of age when they're used to knocking everything in, but might be at the moment to work too hard to get in.
Just flick the red.
Yeah, it did move. They weren't quite sure, but look where the white's going to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4 cushions here. 1, 2, 3 cushions. Not hard enough. But he'll stick with that. Bit more pace. This looks good. Is it hard enough? He's got the perfect line. Is it going to reach? No.
Foul. And a miss.
Well, there's your answer.
He couldn't hit that any better. But you can sense John Higgins here. He knows the score. He's one of the greatest match players this game's ever seen. This will be a visit that will be getting...
He had to negotiate that to get on the black, and he's played it.
$25.
Don't worry, he'd take it if it came about, but object of the exercise of 100%.
£15,000 for the high break. No, he couldn't avoid those two, and that spoiled things.
A safety shot.
John Higgins,
pretty
40.
good one at that, as you'd expect.
What about that for a pot he's picked out there?
What?
He's going to come up a little bit short. That's fantastic. Deserves to be perfectly on a red. Best shot you'll see.
4.
Well, we found out enough about him. But it is a final, and that's
19.
I think the red that's on the... That's a way to get it off the cushion.
27.
Or you can leave the red.
Yeah, he'll have that.
35.
You know, he did well to get around from that angle.
43.
This is excellent. This is his highest break since the opening frame, so...
You know. And he's done it very nicely.
50.
Oh, what a contribution this is.
$56.
Yeah, well played. Perfect position on the red. And he's...
64.
And he made 141. You mentioned the other day, and there's been some break.
72.
Absolutely brilliant.
75. 79. 84. 90.
Well, John Higgins was on his way.
97.
Within
You know, it's one of them players you really don't know how he's feeling in his chair.
It's an intriguing Masters final, last frame of this first session.
well, not so old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny there. Jan Bingtao topped the table for the very good safety shot, and then all of a sudden he spotted the gap. He thought, oh. That's okay, the red's gone safe, so no problem. But
From Jan as well, 48-0, and he had that cannon into the reds. Didn't go right. And then he played a very good safety shot, Dennis, and amazing how many times you lose frames off your best.
oh, we hit that much too thick. It's a good cue ball though. No. Oh, well, that's pretty clever, really, because as John mentioned, he couldn't leave the white. Didn't quite get into that.
Just be on the black instead will do,
One.
eh?
That was quite amazing, really. Well, that's a nice little bit of housework there. You've got to capitalise on that. Well, that's what well, he's certainly on the yellow now.
17.
That was an excellent shot, blame him.
Well, he's come up a long way short, and this is a bit of a bullet-like.
20.
Oh, he's happy.
Well,
Clever
he's now
enough.
officially the best player in the world at that shot, Dennis.
28.
Got the angle now. So
Oh, he's let it
36.
slip away again. Wow. I think he was so disappointed with the previous shot, he decided to get down and
Bingtao,
take a very
36.
difficult green on.
One.
well, going to play the blue, is he?
Seven.
And he's pushed it through
13.
nicely.
Wasn't the worst flick off the green.
21.
I thought he was going to play straight into.
Yeah,
He
I
had
think,
the option, didn't he?
yeah, they're all clearing each other here, so there's no problem. And
29.
that could prove to be very costly. That.
Oh, just about.
37.
Near Joe.
It's amazing the angle that can create, John, from an almost straight black to
45.
Of course, he'll leave an angle to just slightly disturb the other one if he can.
yeah, and just the pace has kept that out. Now, terrific opener, but
One.
I'll tell you what, look at the position to resolve. Oh, he stuck the red up though.
One.
Tough shot.
7.
He's decelerated on that. Okay, it's
In the middle of the table. Oh, he's mishit it completely. That's what he's tried to do. And he's completely mishit it.
Three.
he didn't pot that cleanly. That's why the whites come a bit. But right in the centre of the pocket.
7.
Frame at the end of the session. 30 odd points behind. 2-0.
Well, he'll be
He's
delighted.
18 on the
Thumbs
frame.
up to Bingtao there.